Hi there. Welcome to Structures class. This is Structures, and I'm Margaret, and I'm excited about this class because we're going to learn some basic ideas about engineering and some basic vocabulary that will let you talk to engineers without having to do a bunch of heavy-duty math. We'll do a little bit of math, but nothing heavy. And I think you're going to come out of this class having a familiarity and a good understanding of some of these ideas and ability to use the words correctly and sound like you know what you're talking about. So that's my goal. When you open the class, you're going to see this. Here's the Moodle shell thing. And first, I want to call your attention to some resources along the right-hand side here. Here's my email address if you want to get hold of me, and you probably do. Then here are below that are a bunch of resources that you might find helpful, all about how to get to the student help desk if you're having technical troubles, how to use Zoom, other kinds of things. Below that, there's a calendar. And you may know that over here on the left-hand side, this thing that computer people call a hamburger, it's a stack of menus. When you click on that thing, a list of more stuff appears. I don't really use this over here, but there it is if you want it. And if you don't want it, you can click this is an on-off and it'll go away. All right, so let's start at the top of the page here, where it says start here. And we have some general information, including our syllabus and our schedule. And let's look at the syllabus. You should open this syllabus and read it, because this has information about various college policies and grading policies. And starting on the first page, it says there's a required text, but I want to tell you, you are not required to buy this text. I'm going to give you everything you need in these PowerPoints and videos, and they're all taken from the text, and then I supplement with some other stuff. So if you have financial aid that will pay for a book, this is a great book and you should go ahead and get it. But if you have a loan or you're paying out of your own pocket, no need to buy the book. I'll give you what you need. You also should have a way to back up your work. We'll do a few drawings. And you should have access to some kind of simple scientific calculator. We won't do heavy math, but a little bit of math. And it would be good to have a calculator that can do simple trig functions, sine and cosine. We're going to learn what that is if you don't know. Then scrolling down, here's how we do the grading. It's not very complicated. I want to call your attention here on the fourth page. First of all, here's how to contact your advisor, and that's super important. You want to stay in touch with your advisor at least once a term. And I want to call your attention to the Center for Accessible Resources. It says students with disabilities. The department is called Center for Accessible Resources. So if you have a diagnosed disability, and many of us do, you can contact them and get accommodations. But I just want to say that there are all kinds of learning differences. Some of them are diagnosed and some of them are not. Nevertheless, they're differences, and I want to tell you that I take those really seriously, and I am here to give you the best possible learning opportunities you can, whatever that takes. So just let's stay in touch. Let me know what you need. We'll figure out a way to make things work for you. And I really mean that. Okay, so there's more here, but that's the basic idea. Syllabus. Let's look at the syllabus schedule, which is this thing right here. I put the topics into an Excel spreadsheet just because I think it's handy. You don't have to use this, but it's a good way to get an overview. And so here are the topics that we're going to cover in week 1, week 2, week 3. Here are the dates. Now, some of these terms will not be familiar to you yet, which is fine. That's what we're going to learn about this term. I am pretty sure that by the time we've spent a little bit of time together, you're going to feel pretty comfortable with all these words, and you'll know just what they are. And it's going to be exciting, I think, to get to the, well, think right now, just notice how you feel about looking at these words right now, all these oddball things, and hang on to that memory. And when you get to the end of the term, look back over and just compare with how you feel then with how you feel today. And I think you're going to feel proud of yourself for all the things you know about. All right, so here are the topics, and we're going to stick our toes in the water, so to speak. We're going to introduce each of these ideas gradually, one step at a time, one small step at a time. And after each small step, we'll have something, usually a short quiz, to give you a chance to practice with whatever it was we talked about. And I urge you to stay current. There are no actual due dates. You could put everything off till week 10 and then, well, then sink like a rock. So that wouldn't be good. So there are no actual due dates. I'm suggesting some dates by which you should get these quizzes and drawings done if you want to really optimize your learning experience and stay up with the class. And so here are some suggested dates. But stuff happens, life happens, and so it is up to you when you want to turn things in. Now let's go back to where we were in the class. We'll have, oh, you may have noticed, there are a few assignments here which are drawings, and so there is a title block here under the general information that you will use for making these drawings. You're going to just, real simply draw pictures of forces by drawing arrows. So that's what that's for. Then here are 3 forums or fora. The first one is actually your first assignment. So you need to go to this introduction forum and introduce yourself so that we know that you're here, you're really taking the class, and so that you don't get automatically dropped at the end of the first week. Then this second one, news and announcements, this is, if I have stuff to tell you, I will put the information here and blast it out to everybody. This third one here is for you to talk to each other and to me. So I just want to say, if you have a question about something, somebody else probably does too. And so I urge you to use this question and answer forum. Put a question out there and don't be embarrassed. I guarantee somebody else will wonder the same thing. And either I will answer or somebody else will answer. So take advantage of that. Then going down this Moodle thing, each one of the weeks has a drop-down arrow next to it. So here's week 1, and here's your very first assignment, this introduction forum. This is the only one that has a due date on it. You have to finish this one by Sunday night. Otherwise, there's an automatic drop that kicks in. Then we start working through the topics. And this symbol here is called a page. And when you click on that page, it's small. When you click on that small page, you will see some PowerPoint slides, and you will see a video. And the video is me talking to you about these slides. So you could just watch the video if you wanted to, or you could look at the slides and then look at the video. Or you could look at the video and then save the slides to your computer, which I highly recommend. This handout here is totally optional. It's just about engineering notation and scientific notation. Then here we are. Here we come to the second topic, and this one has a quiz. That check mark means this is a quiz. So it's a short one. You can click on that at your convenience and do the quiz. What else do we want to say? Oh yeah, so here we are. Let's go back and look at, well, let's look at this one. Here's the second topic. Here's the second topic. And I'll close that. What do I want to do? I wanted to show you breadcrumbs. They're not showing up on this. Maybe it's the stupid teacher view. Let's see if we can get another one to show up. Not really. Okay, well, never mind. I was going to show you about navigation, but I think we're on a new revision of Moodle, and it looks like they've fixed this navigation situation. You are welcome to work ahead if you want to. So each of the weeks is loaded, and you can just go as fast as you want to go. If you want to get all the way through the final exam by next week, that would be amazing, but you can do it. I want to show you one other thing. I'll send you an email about this also, but I wanted to show you that all of the course materials are in a Google Shared Drive folder, which you have access to. So here's the shared drives. There's a shared drive called LCC Drafting Courses, and all of our drafting courses are in here. Here's the one for this class, Structures. Here are the syllabus and the schedule. And if you click that triangle thing to open the folders, you'll see here are all the assignments, all the quizzes and drawings, and here are all the lectures. So you can come here and download any PowerPoint that you want to. Here is a Word doc that has a link to the YouTube video that goes with that. And I put these in here because once the term is done, you won't have access to Moodle anymore, but you will have access to this. As long as you have your LCC email address, you can get in here. So take advantage of this, download whatever you want to. This is a resource that's here for you to use. All right. I think that's all I want to say other than welcome. I hope you enjoy this class, and I hope you feel good about learning some engineering vocabulary and getting a good handle on some of these concepts. So I'll see you soon.